Shalom, Shalom, Tav X. I can't do the X because I'm holding the phone with my other hand. But you get the gist of it. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. How y'all doing out there? Wherever you may be. Whoever you may be. If you're joining me on this live broadcast right here. If you are, just want to say I appreciate you coming through. Just going to wait maybe about 5 minutes or so. Just to see if anybody comes through. Can you dig it? Can you dig it, Hebrew? Kind of cold out here too. It ain't freezing, but it is cold. It's not warm at all. East Coast weather. U.S. survey. I'm sure you saw the title of this video. Got your boy on the thumbnail. JC, who the Christians would say is their Lord and Savior. But y'all saw the title. Y'all saw the title of that video, of this video, Idolatry Rant. What's up, bro? Idolatry Rant. I'm sick of the idolatry. I'm actually becoming kind of pissed off, if I say so myself, and I do. But hey, right before I go into this little idolatry story, which really pissed me off, I want to share something with you guys and with you girls too. Whoever's watching this video or whoever's going to watch this video. Have you guys ever heard of a thing called sound confirmation? Have you guys ever heard of a thing called sound? Oh my goodness. Forgive me, y'all. I'm right here walking the spot where I was just walking the other night, shooting the video. And some wicked Negro or whoever decided to let off a gunshot when I was right here where I'm at right now. Had a moment. But back to our regular scheduled program. Have y'all ever heard of a thing called sound confirmation? Okay, now I don't know if that's an actual thing, but I'm aware of it because I became aware of it. And what sound confirmation is, this is what it is. Me personally, I became aware of this about 2014, I want to say. Sound confirmation is when somebody, you hear that dog barking, right? Before I can even get it out. Sound confirmation is when somebody, and that somebody could be you, it could be someone else, but sound confirmation is when somebody makes a statement that is undeniably true, a statement that cannot be fought against, that is just outright 100% truth with their when there's nothing or no way around it. Somebody will make a statement that is 100% true, no way to combat that statement. And then a lot of times what I've noticed is, not all of the times, but a lot of the times, you will hear physical confirmation in the physical realm. Listen to me, Hebrew. Listen to me. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example, right? I'm giving you an example to show you what I mean. And I noticed that this, when I first became aware of this in 2014, it would usually take place when I was talking about spiritual things, things to do with God, anything to do with the Bible, anything to do with truth, as far as spiritual aspects go. I'm giving you an example right now. Let's say this is how sound confirmation works. And if you have never seen this before, I guarantee you, once I make you aware of it right now, you're going to start to see it. Here's an example of how sound confirmation works. I'll make a statement such as saying the Most High God is the only true God. I'll make a statement like that, and then sound confirmation would be, say if I was chilling with you, hanging out with you at your crib, or you at my crib, or we kicking it wherever. I make a statement like that and say, the Most High God is the only true God. He's God all by himself. And then sound confirmation is, maybe somebody will honk a horn. Maybe somebody would slam a door. Maybe your microwave oven will start going off. Maybe right after I make that statement, somebody will start knocking at your door, calling your phone. Any kind of sound in the physical realm. I'm telling y'all, I'm not making this up. Now that I told you, I guarantee you, you're going to start to see it if you're looking for it, okay? Because I can't make this up. Either what I'm saying is true or it's not. And I assure you that it is. I'll give you another example. Maybe somebody might ask you, they might say, hey, where were you last night? Maybe you was at IHOP eating pancakes last night. If somebody asks you, hey, where were you last night? And you tell them the truth, you say, I was at IHOP last night. Somebody will slam a door. You'll hear a door slam. You'll hear somebody honking their horn. Somebody will start calling your phone. You'll get a text notification. You will get some kind of verification in the physical realm through sound. That's why I call it sound confirmation. Maybe somebody out there has heard of this before. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I'm telling you, be on the lookout for it, because I became aware of it. And anything that I'm aware of, I want my people to know as well. I'm not selfish, okay? Because any of these things that we are able to discern, these are things that can be helpful to us all. I definitely want to help my brothers and sisters. Any kind of knowledge or know-how that I got, I definitely want to share that with the family. Look, that's why this channel started. That's why I started this channel. When I first started this channel, I had no idea that I was a Hebrew Israelite. I had no idea. I thought I was black. I thought I was African American. I ain't know what was going on out here. But I made this channel out of love for my people. That I did know. That I did know. I knew that our people were a wreck. And you know what? Even when I was the wickedest Negro that I could be, I got very tired of seeing the condition of our people. I wanted to help. That's why I made this channel originally. And look, you hear that dog barking? That's sound confirmation. to show you that I'm telling the truth. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That dog started barking right on cue. Can't make this up. Cannot make this up. But that's how sound confirmation works. Whoever you are just coming in here, I do encourage you to go back and watch this from the beginning where I gave the definition of sound confirmation. I think it's valuable information that you don't want to miss. It'll help you. It'll help prove things. It's a tool you can use to help prove things. Maybe you see this, maybe you don't. I'm showing you what I see because I know I can't be the only person that sees this out here. All right? Watch it from the beginning. But now, I'm going to get to the main topic, my real reason for coming to y'all. Look, y'all know, every video that I do, every time we get together, it don't have to be a lesson every time. Sometimes we can just come here, chop it up, talk, hang out amongst each other. But right now, I just want to rant to you guys because I know there are some followers on this channel. They're going to be able to feel exactly where I'm coming from. Idolatry rant, okay? Idolatry rant. Some of y'all out there, y'all are definitely going to be able to relate to this on either one way or the other, right? Talking to a lot of our brothers and sisters right now, especially our brothers and sisters who are involved with Christianity. There goes sound confirmation again. As soon as I made that statement, you heard that car start up right there, right? I can't make this up. This is what you call sound confirmation. I can't make this up. But especially to our brothers and sisters who are involved in Christianity, okay? The other day, story time, this is what made me go on here and do this rant I'm about to do right now. I ain't even really gonna call it a rant. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. But it definitely pissed me off, right? On Friday, this Friday that just passed, I was at work, right? And one of my coworkers is a Spanish guy, Hispanic. So, you know, I'm cool with this dude. I'm cool with a lot of people, right? And I'm not just saying this because this is me. I know how to get along with other people. I quote unquote play well with others, okay? But I asked this Hispanic dude, I said, hey, how do you say God in Spanish? Okay? I asked him, how do you say God in Spanish? I'm going to say it one more time, y'all. I asked him, how do you say God in Spanish? You know what he told me? He went and he grabbed a pen, magic marker, and he started writing on the table. You know what he wrote? J-E-S-U-S. He said, Jesus. Now I said to myself, see, once you understand the truth, idolatry will begin to piss you off. It'll begin to piss you off. I asked this brother how to, I asked him how to say God in Spanish. And he said, Jesus. He wrote down Jesus. And then he wrote God. I want y'all ain't hear me. Y'all ain't hear what I said. I asked this guy, how do you say God in Spanish? He then grabbed the magic marker, and as he's saying it, he writes it out and spells it. He says, Jesus. And in my mind, I'm like, man. And then he says, Dios. Just like he wrote down Jesus, he also wrote down Dios, Dios. That's God. Now, y'all remember now, I told you I asked him, how do you say God in Spanish? The first words out of his mouth was Jesus. Do you see the idolatry? And that's the same kind of thinking that got Negroes sent into slavery. You're supposed to be thinking about the Most High God, but all you can talk about is JC. Okay? And it's downright despicable. It's downright deplorable, right? Because look, I got love for this dude, my co-worker, right? He's a good guy. I like this guy. No problem with him. But I also know that he is a heathen, okay? He's a Gentile. So him following other gods and worshiping other gods, of course he's going to do that. The other nations outside of the 12 tribes, all of their gods are idols. But understand, when I asked this dude, how do you say God in Spanish? The first thing out of his mouth is Jesus. And then he said Dios, D-I-O-S, which is what I asked him. I asked him, how do you say God in Spanish? I didn't say, how do you say Jesus in Spanish? But he got the same kind of mindset that a lot of our people got. All our people want to talk about is JC. JC this, JC that. I'm telling you, anybody involved with the church out here, you better get out of there. Because the church is going to get you killed. Church has been getting us killed for hundreds of years. You calling on another entity. You calling on another deity. And there's no way around it, right? I know it might be painful, y'all. But look, if you don't want the truth, anybody that doesn't want the truth, this is the wrong place for you to be. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. And at one time, yes, I was just like most of my brothers and sisters. I was an idolater. Okay? Ain't nobody with the Most High God. It's the Most High God, and that's it. That's only. Nobody else is worthy of praise. Nobody else is worthy of being admired. Nobody else is worthy of being recognized because everybody else are men. And if y'all know the law and the testimony, it tells us, cursed be the man who put his trust in flesh. Cursed be the man who put his faith in man. I don't care who you're talking about. If it's a man, putting your faith in that man, you're going to be cursed. You better put your faith in the Most High God. And there's only one God. He ain't got no partner, y'all. All that stuff about him having a partner, that's all lies. That's all heathen, pagan, Gentile, dog lies, okay? I'm not making this up. And I'm not going to act like I don't see what's going on. I'm telling you, the Most High God is the one who controls the spirits of men. The whole entire universe is a chess game, a chess board, and the Most High is controlling the board. He's controlling both sides. He controls everything. He ain't giving his glory away to nobody. But you know why we think he did? We went for the okie doke, y'all. We haven't studied the law and the testimony. We haven't studied the law and the testimony because just like in the ancient days, we didn't want to know what the Most High God said. We always wanted to go and follow another God. And now, any of these gods you see out here now, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Buddha. I don't care if it's Allah. I don't even mean to say those names, but I just had to say them just so you know who I'm talking about, because those are gods. We're not even supposed to be saying their names. JC, really don't like saying his full government name no more because he's a god to many of you. Most of you people out there, not you guys here, because hey, if you guys are still here, you must be into the truth, because I'm not going to tell you no lie. And I'm sure people did unsubscribe when they saw I started talking about the Most High God and the Most High God only. That's all there is out here. You shouldn't be worried about nobody else. You shouldn't be scared of nobody else. Our ancestors, okay, the Israelites, our ancestors were not afraid of any of those gods I just named, like Buddha, Allah, JC. The Israelites didn't care nothing about none of those people. We only cared about our God. And our God only rocks with us. Contrary to popular belief, he don't know the other nations, okay? Them other nations y'all want to get in, guess what? Y'all going to have to go the way the Most High God set it up. And you're going to have to deal with the children of Israel. You ain't going to be able to go around us. You're going to have to deal with us. That's the way it is. If you don't want to deal with us, no problem. Just get ready for the Most High God to destroy you, because that's what's going to happen, right? I had a guy the other day, he asked me, he said, hey, what if I'm not a Jew? What if I'm not a Israelite? I said, well, guess what? If you're not an Israelite and you want to be blessed, you got to bless, you got to show love to and bless the 12 tribes of Israel. And you're going to have to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments that God gave us. And you only going to be able to really learn the true breakdown from us. When I say us, I'm talking about the 12 tribes of Israel. Nobody else on this planet understands our writings. It's not just words on a paper. Those things have spiritual powers, okay? And when you learn the laws, testimonies, believe in faith, do your best of your ability to abide by the law and the testimony, you unlock power as an Israelite. That's where your power is. That's what's going to get us this kingdom back, believe it or not. But we got to stop being abominable idolaters. Y'all, I was so angry, not at my coworker, because he's a good guy, right? But he don't know nothing. He's a heathen. He's a Gentile. The Gentiles don't know nothing except, I mean, lies and treachery. They don't know anything about the real God. And most Israelites are not worshiping our God. They're worshiping JC. Most of our people are worshiping JC. And I'm telling you, I know y'all don't realize it. He's getting us killed. That's why we've been slaughtered. That's why our people have been calling on JC for hundreds of years, and it hasn't worked. It has not worked. And most of our people refuse to read. If you read, you're going to find out a lot. If you go into that Bible that you claim you love and all that, if you actually read the law and the testimony, you'll see the lies. You'll see where in the New Testament, the goal is to get you to worship JC. And more than once, he receives worship in the New Testament. And I've never seen him rebuke somebody. Whenever the scriptures come out and it says that people worshiped JC, I never seen him rebuke people for worshiping him. He accepted the worship. He accepted it. Okay? And people say, oh, he's the only begotten Son of God. You know what? That's how you know the deception is strong, because these words are written in the law and the testimony. It is impossible for him to be the only begotten. And if you would have said he is a begotten, but the only begotten, when the law and the testimony tells you Israel is unmindful of the rock that begat them, telling you that the Most High God begat the Israelites. So if the Most High God in the law and the testimony said that he begat the Israelites, how is JC his only begotten when he says out of his own mouth, he begat Israel? You see that? Do you see that? Y'all, I'm telling you, you wonder why things are getting so bad? Why World War III is right around the corner? Why violence is all around? Why treachery, distrust, and hate is all around? You in the last days now. And believe it or not, the Most High God is in the process of taking his respect back. He's taking back his respect for the years and years and centuries of disrespect that we've given the Most High God by calling on other gods, any of those other gods, and trying to partner somebody with the God of Israel, acting like somebody's even remotely close to his level. It's ridiculous. But you know what? You're only going to know that if you take the time to read the law and the testimonies. I'm in the process of reading it myself. Every single time I read the scriptures, I get blown away. And whenever I wonder, how come I didn't see this before? It's because the scriptures are true. The Most High God said he poured out the spirit of deep sleep to make us not understand. That's what happens when you're wicked. Our people was wicked for so long, turned away from the Most High God. So the Most High God destroyed us physically, mentally, and spiritually. Made us out so that we, for a long time, we couldn't even read. And then even once we start to read, many of us till this day do not have the ability to comprehend what we read. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. 10 different people will read the same thing and come away thinking 10 different things when that thing written is saying one thing. But many people, they're not going to be able to comprehend, especially if you don't want to keep the Most High God's laws. He's going to dim your sight. And eventually, he's going to end up killing you. It's not a game out here. The idolatry is going to get your head taken smooth off by the Most High God. I can't believe it, y'all. I asked my Spanish coworker, how do you say God in Spanish? And he said Jesus. That's the first thing he said out of his mouth. And then he said God afterwards. That's that same stuff our people be doing at church. It's JC this, JC that, JC this, Christ that. And the Most High God is an afterthought. It's like at church, the Most High God then somehow retired and he then handed everything over to his only begotten son. But if you read the law and the testimony, you know the Most High God doesn't give his glory away. He doesn't share his glory. He ain't giving it away. Whenever anything goes down, he wants 100% full credit for the good and the bad. Okay? For the good and the bad. You better stop being an idol worshiper. That's all I can tell you. Because if you don't stop, your day is coming. And it's not going to be pretty. I'm going to tell you right now. It's not going to be pretty. How y'all doing? Why, you still thinking you got all the time in the world? Keep on going to church. Keep on praying to that guy that you saw in the thumbnail of this video. And your ultimate end, I'm telling you, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked when you figure out you was worshiping the devil the whole time. You're going to be shocked. When you find out ain't nobody dying for your sins. You're going to die for your own sins. That's why you got to stop sinning. All of us. The Most High God doesn't accept human sacrifice. And if you're saying that he does, show me in the Old Testament where the Most High commanded people to sacrifice humans and they did it and he accepted it. Show me. I'll be waiting for that one forever. because you ain't going to find that there. The only reason why we believe that stuff is because we listen to the people who've been abusing us for hundreds of years. The Most High God does not smile upon human sacrifice. Y'all, we done lost our minds out here, yo. We done lost our damn minds out here listening to these oppressors. And then listening to our own people out here talking this crazy talk out here. I'm telling y'all better stop being idolaters. Your world is going to come crashing down sooner than you think. I'm telling you. And watch. Soon as everything hit the fan, a lot of y'all going to be calling on JC. JC this, JC that. The Most High God is an afterthought to many of you. A lot of you don't even bother mentioning him. They got us thinking that you can't talk to the Most High. That some kind of way you got to go and now deal with his son because he ain't running the day-to-day operations no more. He handed that over to somebody else. Y'all don't see what they did. I know it's been part of your punishment for the wickedness of our ancestors, and we still being wicked now. Some of you out there, you're going to see this video and you're going to know that I'm telling the truth, but you're still going to say, you know what? I love JC. I got JC. I don't need nothing else. And you know what? I feel sorry for you. Because show me in the law and the testimony where the Most High said that you need JC. Can you show that to me? Whenever I look in the law and the testimony, I see the Most High saying, turn to me, turn to me, turn to me. He keeps on telling us to turn to him. How come the Most High didn't say, turn to my son? Turn somewhere else. Turn over there or turn over there. He keeps telling us, turn to me. Why is he doing that? If we were supposed to turn to somebody else, you don't think he would have told us? If we were supposed to turn to somebody else, you don't think he would have told us? Which brings me back to the point I asked my coworker, how do you say God in Spanish? He told me Jesus. And then he said Dios, D-I-O-S, which means God. But first he wrote down Jesus. And then he put God. Do y'all see that? And look, but since he is a heathen, since he is a Gentile, God's people, the 12 tribes, we should not have the same spiritual beliefs as the heathen pagan Gentiles. Heathen pagan Gentiles say, Jesus. I'm sorry, Father. Please forgive me. Heathens say, JC, Christ. They believe in him. So why are we doing the same thing? Why are we following them? Because you know what's going to happen to them. Or maybe you don't know. Read Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. I'm not going to read it. I want you to read it. Whoever watches this video, if you don't know what's going to happen to all the Gentiles, read Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. And then tell me, should you be following them? It just really pissed me off, though, when I asked that dude. I'm telling you, I had to keep my composure. Because I know, I'm not saying my coworker's a bad guy, but that kind of idolatry, and since I know that most of our people subscribe to that, it really pissed me off. Really pissed me off. We got to do better, y'all. We got to stop participating in that foolishness. I asked him, how do you say God in Spanish? And he said Jesus. And then he told me how to say God after he told me Jesus first. You see that idolatry? Hebrews, stop being an idolater. Stop listening to JC. Stop listening to anybody. The only person you need to listen to is the Most High. Tav X, Shalom, Shalom.